So many things have happened since my last video on Ashley Trevino, even though it's only been a few days. The first and most important of which is that Santos finally got a new girl. Does this one have their senior's bus pass? I don't know, but stay tuned to find out, folks. But this supposed girl crashed a hot date with Ashley and Santos, who I suppose got back together for some reason. I guess Santos needed his rent paid.
He literally said, chinga tu puta madre.
Then the police show up and arrest Santos.
Friend's underage, so please come to my house because they're outside right now checking out all our IDs. They took your ID. They took mine. Oh my god. The cops are here. Please come now.
Okay. We're moving way too quickly, because we've not even covered the most important development, which is that, yes, I'm not in my gaff right now, I'm at my parents for the holidays. Don't worry, guys, I know change is scary, but in 2 or so videos, I'll be right back in my own gaff. My parents actually wanted to be in the room whilst I recorded, but with my potty mouth, yeah, there's no way I was gonna let that happen. Anyways, after that intro, I'm sure that a lot of you guys are wanting to know exactly what's going on here, because believe it or not, what I've listed isn't even the half of it. So before we dive into it all properly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. You guys really liked my last video on Ashley, and this will probably be my first video of the year as well, so you know what, let's start this year properly. And on top of that, I've been genuinely getting like a myriad of comments telling me about how they've been unsubscribed from the channel against their will, which is a violation of your human rights. So if you want to stick up to the man, then get subscribed to the Dankyjabo YouTube channel. Okay, so spoilers, guys. We do know that the police turn up eventually, because that's like the most important part of the whole story, but I guess we should cover what happened before the police turned up so that we know exactly why they showed up and that it makes sense to us. And all of that involves this other girl that Santos ended up with. I guess you could call it cheating on Ashley. I don't know if they were monogamous or if that was like established. I don't know the dynamics of Ashley Trevino and Santos' relationship, so please forgive me for that. I know that not being up to scratch on every little nook and cranny between the relationship of a 19-year-old and a 37-year-old woman is punishable by lynching, but if you guys could please forgive me, I don't fully know the dynamics, so this other girl getting involved was like a big blow to Ashley Trevino's ego. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of this other girl. Her name is Brianna Olsen, and she's a whole ass character who we will talk more about later. But for now, here are the DMs that she leaked on her Instagram story, which started this whole drama. Ashley Trevino, he may be yours tonight, but he knows where home is at, mama. With like an in awe, in love emoji. Now, just for reference, Brianna Olsen, who's obviously the one who posted this story, also has a child. So we're introducing another absolute deadbeat mother into the equation here. And what happens when you have 2 deadbeat mothers and 1 19-year-old arsehole in one room? You get a banging Dankyjabo video. But also an awful situation to be a part of. Hey, says Santos. What's good, says Brianna Olsen. I'm sure this is some riveting conversation here. For everyone still in school who thinks that adults just grow this magical power to be more social or more extroverted, I don't know, maybe I've just not had that patch delivered to me yet, but I mean, it seems as though it's wrong based on this alone. To be fair, one of them is an actual child, and this is how year 8s flirt. This is like their sexy talk, I guess. Except Brianna Olsen is a mother, so there's nothing sexy about it. But anyway, Santos comes back with a magnificent throughball. He goes, "My bad, I got pretty busy yesterday. What you doing next weekend? I'm gonna be back in LA. Hot damn, things are getting pretty saucy in here. I don't know about you. It's getting a little sexy. I'm getting a little hot in here. It's a good thing I'm not wearing a hoodie because I'd have to stop this recording. Fuck me." Now, I know this will come as a big shock to a lot of you guys, but unfortunately, these messages were faked, so this magnum opus, this Shakespearean dialogue, didn't even happen in real life, which is really depressing for me. But it also just adds like a whole nother level of patheticness to this situation, because if we're really thinking about it, why are you faking messages with a 19-year-old to make it look as though he likes you more than he likes the other 37-year-old deadbeat mother? Why are 2 adults at your big age arguing and fighting over an actual fucking child? And by the way, a lot of people commented in my last video talking about, ooh, 19 years old isn't a child, it's disingenuous for you to call him a child. Now look, I'm not calling him a minor by any means, and I get where you're coming from, and I think it's perfectly fine to have that opinion. I guess it is just a matter of how you define the word child, and I play a bit fast and loose with that definition, because someone commented about like, ooh, you're only 20 years old, so you're like a year older than him. First of all, I'm 2 years older than him now, 21, baby. But secondly, yes, I would still consider myself a fucking child. If someone characterized me as a child, I would have no qualms with that. I certainly still feel like one. I mean, let's not be silly, guys. Santos is literally still a teenager. For me to call him a child is not the biggest blow in the world. However, if you disagree with me, I'm not going to pretend like I don't understand. I get it. But yeah, I just wanted to clear that up. In my opinion, 19 years old is a child. And everyone who is an adult in this situation, everyone who's like over the age of 20 or whatever, think of yourself back at 19. Looking back in hindsight, do you really really consider your 19-year-old self to be an adult or a child? I'd be willing to guess it's probably the latter. Anyway, here's Brianna Olsen's first speaking appearance in this whole situation. We'll talk more about her and her history later, but for now, just know that she is an integral part of why the cops were called on Santos. So here's her grand introduction.
Is this girl ever being a mother? Every day, sister, what? Hello. You carry a baby for 9 months, then you birth that baby. That means you're a mother.
Okay, I know we've not got to the important bit where she talks about how she's flying out to meet Santos yet, but let's just dissect what she said there. It's never a good sign when your response to somebody questioning your skills as a mother is, well, I birthed them. They were in my belly for 9 months and they came out of my pussy, so I must be a mother. If the only motherly thing you can point to yourself doing to prove yourself as a mother isn't, you know, putting a roof over their heads or feeding them 3 times a day or just being nice to them when they're sad and need a bit of encouragement, if the only thing you can say that proves yourself to be a mother to your children is, well, I birthed them, then you're probably a piece of shit mother.
Not coming to LA because he was sick in the beginning of December, so his doctor recommended that, like, it's just better if he just doesn't travel right now. But he'll be in LA next month.
Or, I know this is like a revolutionary idea, so I don't blame you for not thinking of it, but I think the better idea here would be to just, you know, not do anything with him. Not everybody needs a 19-year-old Mexican boy in their life, do they? Unless you want maybe like a Spanish teacher, but he can't be a fucking qualified one. He's not even old enough to have finished uni. Seriously though, why are so many grown adults fighting over this wee child? What does he have that is so appealing to them? Is it really just a clout thing? Because the only reason he has clout is that he dated Ashley Trevino. I say dated with massive quotation marks, by the way, but his fame, his popularity is not even based on his own actions. He is not the clout machine here. Ashley is. If you want fame, go for Ashley. Go harass her. But leave Santos out of it because you're just making this 19-year-old kid way more famous than he needs to be. You're gonna fuck his life up more than he already has. I mean, we already know how this story ends. He gets the police called on him, and that does not end well. So as much as I'm saying all this, it doesn't really mean much in hindsight now, does it? It would be like if I sat here and said unironically, oh, John Lennon really should have stayed at home on December the 8th, 1980. Like, yeah, obviously it's true, but it doesn't mean much 40 years later.
Of the year that I have to go to Dallas, like, everyone's there, which is perfect because I'm going to see Santos, and he's like, there's a bunch of other creators that are there right now, I guess. And I guess there's like an event happening next weekend. I'm like, wait a minute. Is this like the perfect time for me to go? She's going to see Ash's boyfriend. We share.
Could you imagine if this was your mother? I reckon, honestly, it'd be a great idea to get Bree's kids and Ashley's kids, because they could bond over having really, really fucking horrible mothers. No other child could go up to Ashley's daughter and go like, hey man, look, I know how you feel. My mother also talks about 19-year-olds peni on live on TikTok for millions of people to see. My mother is also in a 3-way relationship with another mother and a 19-year-old boy, so I know exactly how you feel, man. Let's be friends and play football. No one can do that, apart from Bree's kids and Ashley's kids, and that is an opportunity that is too good to pass up on. So get them on a play date and they'll be the best of friends. They need someone to be friends with because they certainly aren't friends with their fucking parents.
Just over her child.
Yeah. Second time's a charm. Second time's a charm.
You're cheating on Ash?
That's my mom.
That's her. Wait, what? I'm so confused.
You should be.
Let me exit out. I'm embarrassed for myself. Take care. Cuídate. Mwah.
Oh my god.
I don't know who that guy was, but by involving himself in this situation, he's definitely put himself on some weird registry, so it was a good thing that he was covering his eyes. He's less identifiable that way. And I will say, the only thing I've heard that makes any sense in this video so far was that he embarrassed himself by being in any way related to this situation at all. But I'll tell you what, man, you've made it on my channel, so make of that what you will. And if you are watching this video, my friend, really question yourself. What have you done to get to a point in life where you actually genuinely care that Santos is cheating on Ashley Trevino? And if you come back and say like, oh, I don't really care, mate, your reaction was bonkers. You went, oh, wait, you're cheating on Ash? It's like the world's shittest Pokemon fanfic.
I'll put it on regular chat.
So tipsy.
You tipsy? I'm tipsy.
I haven't drank in like 4 days.
I've been itching to knock
To what? That was really loud. Facts, you have to.
Look. But my boy, he cooks it all by himself.
I don't know how to cook.
You don't know how to cook?
I like when men cook for me.
Yeah, I'll cook.
I clean. I just don't like to cook.
Watching stuff like that where the two are really close and personal, getting way too flirty, does that make anybody else wildly uncomfortable? Because it certainly does me. I feel like I'm watching two really close family members have sex with each other. I feel like I'm watching a really well-renowned childhood figure like Mr. Rogers have a wank here. I feel like I'm watching Bob Ross yell racial slurs in the middle of Times Square. You know what I mean? Are you leveling with me here? It's just not something that my body feels as though is correct. I feel like I'm watching a video that isn't real. It's from like the fifth dimension, if that makes sense. I just can't picture a world where this is normal. This is like a thing that you can do to help your career and not ruin it. I know they're not in LA, they're in Dallas, Texas or whatever, but it really does feel like this can only happen in LA. It's got LA internet culture written all over it, man. And I've got to say, because it seemed in the last video that Ashley was genuinely saddened by Santos when, you know, he didn't want anything to do with her, so it feels to me as though Ashley actually wanted some sort of romantic relationship with Santos, which is just fucking grim. Like, it wasn't even a business thing. I wonder if Brie feels the same way. Like, I wonder if Brianna Olsen is like, ooh, I want a bit of Santos, to be honest with you, or if she has the self-awareness to go, obviously Santos is just using me for views and money. I'll play along with it because it does really good things for my career as well, which it shouldn't, by the way. The fact that that's even a possibility is fucking insane, but I would respect that more than if she genuinely wanted a connection with this 19-year-old boy.
Say on social media, right? The one I told you?
Yeah, that one you would get sued if you said that.
Yeah, yeah.
Christmas.
We should watch that.
Bro, look, this is the best Christmas present I could ever wake up with. Jenny, thank you for the galaxy. Look, like waking up to that Christmas present and this Christmas present.
Good Christmas.
And like, come on, like, you have to think about it. Like at my age, like as a guy.
Wait, have you been to Corpus?
Yeah.
I think Santos might have some unresolved mummy issues. I'm no psychologist here, so anyone who's got a major in psychology or whatever, first of all, I hope you're not a twat, because a lot of you are, but secondly, can you please, like, help me out here? Does this scream, like, mummy issues? I'm not too sure. Also, on the off chance that 90% of my subscribers are psychology majors, I take it back. You're not twats at all. But that's only if you're subscribed, by the way. It's an ultimatum there. I will say, it is pretty clear that Santos digs Brianna more than he ever dug Ash, if that makes sense, because he's actually, you know, engaging in physical affection / contact. Like, he's actually kissing her, even if it's not like a sorry, it's more of a kiss you'd give your mother, ironically enough. But that's more than he was ever willing to do with Ashley. So either what he is willing to do for clout and fame has increased exponentially, or he just likes Brianna a bit more than Ashley, which, you know what, I don't think it fucking matters. Like, I don't even know why that's something that I am dissecting here.
Tony's like 2 hours.
I'll show you a few pictures of Corpus.
You're on the beach or no?
I had little girls at the time. I used to wear girls when I was younger.
Where's the
And so
okay,
like, I got rated this year. Like one of my. Yeah. So
yeah, people already know.
People already know what.
Also, I'm in a court case right now, so I don't.
Ash, wait, is that the real Ash? Let me see. I can't tell. Yeah, that's the real Ash. All right, Ash, we're heading over there. Oh, I'm heading over there in a bit. I'm just waiting for my outfit to come. I know, I'm trying to take a nap too.
I'm so tired.
I'm gonna spend Christmas with Ash.
Yeah.
You're spending Christmas with Ash. Okay. I know I mentioned that he might have some mummy issues here, but if you're spending Christmas with Ashley Trevino as a 19-year-old kid, then, unironically, I can't believe I've never asked this question before, but where are your parents? Does Santos just not have any parents? Because that would be really, really sad if so. Like, has he just been disowned? I just don't know. Is he an orphan? I hope not, because that'd make this video a whole lot less funny. I couldn't really make fun of it if that was the case. I'm just so confused at who raised this man with the morals necessary to do the things that he is doing. I guess my question is, do you think his parents don't talk to him because of what he's doing? Or do you think that he's doing what he's doing because of the way that his parents raised him? It's an interesting question, and it's one that I truly don't think we will ever have the answer to.
Bro, why did I wake up with a hickey?
What a fantastic start to this TikTok. Bro, why did I wake up with a hickey? Why the fuck do you think you woke up with a hickey, you silly plonker? They don't just appear out of thin air, do they? You weren't bitten by a spider or anything. They haven't painted it on. You let Brianna Olsen suck the fuck out of your neck like a wee vampire, and now you have a hickey. Don't act surprised. Unless it truly did happen whilst you were asleep, in which case, Brianna Olsen, you are a fucking freak, which we already knew you were a weird, creepy freak, but if you did that, then you're even more of a freak. It's a 19-year-old boy, and you are unconsensually sucking the fuck out of his neck, giving him a hickey, I guess for some weird territorial bullshit, whilst he's asleep. And you're a mother. It's one thing if two teenagers in uni do it, you're an actual mother. And even if you're a teen in uni, don't do it whilst they're asleep. In fact, even if you're a teen in uni, fucking leave the neck out of it. It's so juvenile, it's so elementary. Even when I was like 18 years old going on nights out and shit, I always thought that shit was fucking gross. I had one girl try to do that shit in an actual nightclub, and I genuinely remember standing there thinking like, what the fuck has my life come to? This will be my last night out. And it was my last night out. I left immediately after, and I've never been on a night out since. And you know what? I think I'm happier for it.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, you're
Sorry.
gonna get a bad hickey.
I just forgot you're white. So it's just horrible.
This shit is just so immature. I hate people that say this. I think they're stuck-up pricks, but you guys seriously need to grow up. Santos, you're kind of in the clear with the hickey thing, but Brianna Olsen, you are a mother. You're a whole-ass grown woman. You can't do it and be like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. It was an accident. No, it wasn't. Fuck off. You did it on purpose. This is like diving into a swimming pool, getting out, and then being like, what? Why am I wet for? What the fuck? What's going on here?
Because Ash was texting you.
What?
She says, thank you for everything, but you disgust me.
Thank you for everything, but you disgust me is a very odd thing for Ashley Trevino of all people to say. Like, I think I have more room to say that than anybody else here. I can say to Santos, you know what, mate? Thank you for the views, but you still disgust me, because that would make sense. I guess Ashley is thanking Santos for being there when she was emotionally distraught to give her cuddles or whatever, because that's what normal 37-year-old women do when they're feeling a bit sad. They call the local 19-year-old Mexican to come over and cuddle them until they're happy again. Also, guys, this is a big slanderous claim that I've had thrown on me since I made my last video on Ashley Trevino. It was the bit where I talked about how I love Mexican culture, and I gave an example of the food that I really enjoyed, and I mentioned that I had really authentic Mexican food, yes, in Florida, and the comments fucking grilled me for it. And you know what? I get it, because it's like if someone said, oh, I had really good Arabic food in fucking Sweden. I get it, right? But you guys don't understand how good this food was. Like, the guacamole was so insanely good, and the fact that it was made in front of us, like there were no tricks or MSG or like any trickery or wizardry involved in making this guac. It was just pure, fresh, high quality ingredients mashed together into this delicious tasting guacamole. It had to be authentic. They had to be getting it from the best suppliers that money could buy. Not to mention, it wasn't like American servers. There weren't people like, hey, how can I help you today? What's your order? What do you want from this authentic Mexican restaurant? They were Mexican people. Like, they were lovely Mexican people, could barely speak a lick of English, and to me, that screams authenticity. Now, that being said, I understand why you flame me in the comments, but I had to clear my name there because you guys don't fucking understand how good that guacamole was. And to everyone who hasn't seen my last video on Ashley Trevino, all of that will make no fucking sense to you, but alas, we move on. Anyway, here is where shit gets juicy. Here is where the police get involved, and I think the crime reported was that Santos was underage drinking, which makes sense. We pointed this out in the last video. I was like, how the fuck is Santos even getting into these clubs and drinking when he's 19 years of age? Because to my knowledge, every state in America, the legal drinking age is 21 years old. And I'm not daft. I understand that probably 90% of fucking children in America underage drink at some point in their lives, but to do it on TikTok Live to an audience of millions of people is a little bit bizarre. And I guess finally that shit came back to bite Santos in the ass. Now, the cops get involved when Ashley and Santos are together, but the story begins with Ashley being sad that Santos ghosted her, so we'll begin there.
Bro, I hate him.
Bro, I love this ethereal War of the Roses type music to Ashley Trevino crashing out that she can't spend Christmas with a 19-year-old. It is the most melodramatic, insane thing ever. Big up the uploader for editing that music into it because it's pretty fucking funny. It probably summarizes exactly what Ashley is feeling inside of her, but to everybody else, get a fucking grip, love. You have 2 children. Spend Christmas with them. Oh my god, I can't believe this. The more I think about it, the more insane it gets. You're genuinely crashing out that you can't spend your Christmas with a 19-year-old boy when you have 2 fucking children to look after. Now, the caption said that she had a brisket waiting for him all day and he just ghosted her for it. To be fair, I'd be pretty gutted if I had a brisket waiting for someone all day and they just ghosted me, especially if we pre-planned for that date or whatever. When I was still living in uni dorms, I had like a whole slow-cooked braised beef in the oven for hours that day. It was gonna be like a whole day thing. I had some stock cooking for like 12 hours as well. It was gonna be fucking great, and it was all for one girl that I fancied at the time who ghosted me last second, so I got all my roommates to come in and we all had the food together. They gave me shit for getting ghosted, obviously. They were bullying me, but they enjoyed the fucking food, and you know what? It was a net wholesome experience because the food was eaten by people that I enjoyed the company of. And Ashley has the opportunity to do something similar. You know, there are ways to turn this negative experience into a positive one. You can fix this situation. And I know that you don't have roommates, but you do have 2 actual children. Why don't you just, I don't know, feed them? It does not take Stephen Hawking's mind to figure out how to not be depressed over the fact that a 19-year-old is not spending Christmas with you. Now, unfortunately, Santos does end up meeting with her that day, so all those tears were for fucking nothing. Although, she did say, oh, I hate him, I actually hate him, so supposedly, even though Santos is available now, she wouldn't go with him, right? She hates him. No, she still goes for it. She's just a wee fucking puppet. Santos has her own strings, man. It's insane. I have to wonder, was she crying because she genuinely likes Santos and is sad that he's gone away? Or is she crying because maybe she'll make only $5,000 that week instead of $8,000 because Santos really helps with her views?
I think he's here. I think Santos is here.
Tap, 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 tap. Tap, chat. Everybody tap my face.
Here. He's here. Hold on.
Whoever's picking these music pieces, by the way, is my fucking hero. They're so funny. It's a Christmas miracle! Santos is coming for Christmas, everyone! It's like Santa Claus! To be fair, Santa, it's pretty fucking similar. I'd be equally as happy if Santos came to my door instead of Santa Claus. You know how people, like, dress up as the Grinch to surprise their children and steal all the presents? People should do that with Santos. The dad in the family should dress as Santos, invade the home, and steal the kid's mother away from them to show those kids how Ashley Trevino's daughters feel.
Yeah, the hoes are here. Hey, I got out of hoe like 3 times.
Y'all are crazy. He brought the girls.
Your daughters?
No. Hold on, I'm battling Heffa.
Oh, not her big head.
Follow you. Let's go, guys. Everybody snipe, 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 snipe.
Please get when you see me.
Mini Heffa.
Mini Heffa? They like people Heffa?
They do.
Hey, Heffa.
I'm just gonna pause the video here. Look at the 3 people on the frame right now. For those who know anything about cinematography, first of all, the triangulation here is perfect, right? It's brilliant. What a well put together and dynamic shot. But secondly, whose idea of a great Christmas is this? The fact that these 3 people have genuinely taken this situation. Nightmare blunt rotation, first of all. But genuinely, the fact that these 3 individuals think that the situation they are currently in is the ideal version of Christmas this year genuinely saddens me. These are 2 women with children. I know I keep saying that, but it's so important here because their kids are nowhere to be seen. The only kid that is involved in their lives in the past month or so at all is a 19-year-old who is not even related to either of them. He's just playing them for fucking fools. It is insane. Anyway, here's where the vibe starts to shift because the police finally show up.
I don't mind.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I have an extra
Okay.
room.
Seeing like TikTok is a blessing and a curse.
Nobody knows my address.
Police all the time. The police don't do nothing about it. So Ashley,
Yes.
so you know this gentleman is 19 years old. Okay. So
But he's not drinking.
I had a reason to be here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's 19 years old. Nobody's going to jail. You need to be a little more aware of who's coming to your house.
Can you please tell them to quit harassing my dad?
No.
Don't you worry
That's
about
y'all
it,
on
okay?
TikTok.
No, but they're on the phone. Like, fuck you, bitch.
Here's your ID.
Can I put the open up your?
Here's your ID back.
Thank you.
Just be a little more aware who you got coming here. People are watching. He's drinking. You provide alcohol to a minor. That's an offense.
Okay, but he's literally not even drinking.
And nobody's going to jail.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So y'all have a good night. Okay.
Thank you.
Can I ask you something real quick?
What's up, man?
Is it against the law, just so you know? I put that sign up there for my daughter. For somebody to come.
You're goofy. My fucking age, bro.
Okay, there's a lot to dissect there. First of all, they got in so much shit, in so much trouble, that Ashley Trevino's character became unlockable again. Like, you see the way she's just a shadow there? It's like in Smash Brothers when the character's not been unlocked yet. It's like in Lego Star Wars when you've got the unlockable character, the way that her silhouette is just showing. You can't see exactly who it is, but, ooh, is that Ashley Trevino? I know that shadow anywhere, boy. Who's that Pokemon, baby? But secondly, she mentions her dad being there, like, hey, you guys can talk to my dad. So I guess her family is actually in the gaff. Maybe her daughters are there, her dad certainly is there, so I would assume that her daughters are also with her. Does this make it any better? Maybe a little bit, but there's also some new issues here that are just wrong for different reasons, because imagine being with your family, and then your mum goes, by the way, guys, I'm gonna bring some guests over, like some family friends, right? Well, that's what you'd expect anyway, and if that's what I was expecting, and these two fuckers came up, then honestly, I'd probably wish that my mother didn't invite me over for Christmas. But anyway, Ash's whole point here on why Santos is not breaking the law and they're all completely in the clear is that Santos was not drinking anything. However, the fucking idiot didn't realize that she was literally live streaming everything so that the police could see her, you know, giving a child beer. And that's another thing, by the way, for everyone who was saying, oh, 19's not a child, 19's not a child. In America, you're literally not allowed to drink at 19 years old. That's pretty fucking childish. It's pretty difficult to claim yourself to be an adult when you're under the legal drinking age, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But we're Ubering, so like...
Just got to check.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
I'm from forward.
Here.
Of course, haters are gonna do that shit.
Dude, that's gotta be.
Not that crazy.
Make sure y'all know I'm here.
Yeah, right?
Shit.
Hey, but why'd you bang like that? I was about to get up and...
Make sure you know I'm here.
I'm sober now.
Now, for me, if the police showed up to my door whilst I was live streaming because they thought a crime was being committed in our household, me personally, I would not be busting joke with them. I would turn off the live stream, say, you know what, guys, give me just a second, I'll sort this out. If it gets sorted, I'll be right back. I wouldn't go up to the police, phone in hand, recording the conversation we were having. Hey, man, you were really banging that door way too loudly. Why did you do that, man? And then get a shot of everyone's reaction. That is so funny. I can't believe you would talk to the police officer like that. You're such a little rascal, aren't you? Take it a little bit more seriously, man. Your freedom is at stake here.
Friend's underage, so please come to my house because they're outside right now checking out all our IDs. They took your ID. They took mine. Oh my god. The cops are here. They're knocking. Please come now.
Alexa, stop.
See, they stopped the Alexa. The Alexa can stop, but the live stream continues. It's good to know they have their priorities straight.
Christmas birthday. Bro, only fucking
Bro,
people really have like so much time to fucking
people are tan así de pendejo.
Chew it.
What happened? Although you've been gaining weight, yeah.
Oh, she closed the door. I had my bag.
Like behind her?
Yeah. No.
No, she went outside?
No, you were behind her.
She went outside?
Yeah. She said, I don't know what the fuck it was.
Well, let's check on her. Let me check on her.
You? No. Definitely not you.
Did you hear that? Santos wants to go check on Ashley because she's gone to the police officer, to which Bree responds, no, we can go check on her, definitely not you. I wonder why. I wonder why that is. Is it because maybe Santos is 19 years old and he is underage drinking and you're live streaming it for everybody to see and you know you're breaking the law and the police, whose job it is to maintain the law, are mere meters away from you. And now you shit the bed a little bit. Maybe you should have thought of that before you publicly showed your yourself distributing alcohol to underage folk to millions of people? Do TikTok live streamers just lack any fucking basic foresight at all? It's like, you know what? I would really love to murder someone, but what's the best way to get away with it? Oh, I know. Let me live stream the whole thing on Twitch. Then maybe I'll get 10 gift subs per time I stab my victim. I'm sure this won't come back to bite me in the ass. Like, I mean, how could it? I've covered every option here. I've been thinking of live streaming on this channel at some point soon, so leave it in the comments what nefarious activity, what menace to society activities you would like to see me perform live here on YouTube, baby. For every year in prison, getting caught would get me requires an extra 10 quid in donations, by the way. Sorry.
The fuck? I can't do that.
Damn, yeah.
Oh, I can't do it.
That's how you know I'm from Corpus.
Does that mean it's in Brie?
Just kidding.
Dude, there's bags in that second drawer for the food.
That's why my username is Wildcard Brie. I'm retired though. Now I'm just like.
This whole thing is just so lame. Like, who watches this shit? I guess the police are involved, so people might be more interested now. For me personally, I couldn't think of anything that would kill a vibe in a party more successfully than live streaming the whole thing. Like, hey guys, say hello to the camera. I know you're having a lot of fun right now talking to your friends, and I know you're gonna get really drunk, so everything you do is probably gonna be something you regret, but just know that I am live streaming, so there's no taking it back. In this fictional world, you have an American accent, I guess, and you just stop bothering to do it halfway through your sentence.
Yeah, I turned 20 in like less than.
At Mama Por Dios.
Oh yeah, we gotta check when you go.
Why are they silly? Why are they so dumb? Why are they so stupid? Do they think that because the cops have left, there is zero chance of them coming back? It's like lightning, it only strikes once. Because everyone knows once the cops come to your house one time, they're not allowed to come back again. They've crossed that house off the list. There is no chance that any of you could ever commit a crime ever again. Me personally, I must be a glitch. I must be a malfunction because I've been stop and searched so many fucking times. It is insane. Whenever I go out, I have to basically account into my schedule that at some point I will be stop and searched, so I have to leave a little bit earlier a lot of the time. Next time that happens, I'll tell the police officer, oh, actually, no, this has actually happened once before, so you've covered me off, because I can't be carrying anything new now. I wasn't carrying anything last time, and everyone knows that you can only carry the same items every time you go out, so you're good, I'm safe. Little old me could not cause any danger to society unless I was live streaming and they were donating money to me, in which case I'll do fucking anything. Anyway, guys, brace yourselves for this, because it is genuinely quite sad. The cops ended up confiscating Santos's fake ID. I know, it's such a shock. They were already at the house, but for some reason, they came back again. They broke the police officer's code and took Santos's fake ID after they found out they were fucking lying about everything. Is there no justice in the world anymore? I guess not. Now, as much as I don't want to show you this video, it is very uncomfortable. We have to watch Santos's tear-jerking, heartbreaking reaction to having his fake ID ripped away from him.
Okay, so don't let them win.
Bro, they already did. They already did. Like,
no, they didn't.
That I worked so hard for my college degrees. I worked so hard for my food truck. Like, I worked so hard for a bunch of other things, shot. Like, and y'all just like, bro, y'all ruining everything. Like the haters.
Clearly, you don't work very hard for your fucking audio balancing, because what was that at the end of that sentence? Yo, I worked so hard for my food truck. I worked so hard for my college degree. You guys ruined fucking everything. Why do you guys do this to me? It's so annoying. I hate that, by the way. I really do hate that. Not one fucking ounce of accountability, Santos. You did this. You pretended to fancy Ashley because you knew it would achieve you money and TikTok views. You pretended to fancy Brianna Olsen. You were going about getting with all these mothers, getting with all these deadbeat fucking mothers who also go live on TikTok every now and then as a fucking career because you knew it would serve you very well. Or maybe you just wanted to feel special. Maybe you just wanted a bit of fucking, what's the word? Validation from these fucking weirdo people. Either which way, you have done loads of things here for your own self-worth. You've done loads of things here strictly to appease you. And now you're angry that not everything has gone your way. You've taken all the good, you've squeezed everything out of this situation. You've squeezed water from a rock. In a way, it's almost impressive for your career. And you are not willing to take any of the bad that comes with that. Any of the bad that comes with your fucking abhorrent actions. As much as I've been calling you a child, as much as I've been saying you're 19 years old, and that yes, I do consider 19 years old to be a child, you're not a fucking toddler. You know right from wrong, and you should know better. You've got a college degree, you're an educated person, you should fucking know better. This is insane. What you're doing is insane, and the fact that you can't take any responsibility for what you're doing, you really are a fucking child. And the fact that these grown women women adore you as much as they do is even more disgusting considering how immature you are. Maybe they're the only people who fucking put up with you, so that's why you hang around them so much. But either which way, Santos, you really fucking disgust me. I mean that, truly. And you deserved your fake ID taken away from you. You deserve these opportunities to be ripped away from you at the minute, because there's a lot of rebuilding you need to do here. There's a lot of rebuilding you need to do. There's a lot of actions you need to take to regain the goodwill of society, to make yourself someone worth, I don't know, liking again. And I think the first step is deleting TikTok, getting off social media, and having a fresh start. That goes for everybody involved in this situation, by the way. Santos, Brianna Olsen, Ashley Trevino, all of you need to fuck off. But anyway, let's watch the rest of this magnificent clip.
My closest friends out here talking shit to me.
You know what? Because what y'all are doing to him, whatever I make right now in my life, it's going to go towards him.
It doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. Because they shouldn't do that shit to you. You deserve everything.
Oh, sweet, merciful Ashley Trevino, you're such a good wee person. You deserve everything, she says. That's probably more than she's ever said to her fucking daughters. She has shown more care for Santos, unironically, than she ever has for her own daughters.
It doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. Because they shouldn't do that shit to you. You deserve everything.
Yo, anything donated to this stream, I'm gonna donate it to Santos because he just deserves everything. He's just my wee boy, and he deserves the whole. Professionals, can you sort your fucking mic out? It's just a phone mic. I don't even know how this is happening, man.
Y'all need to stop freaking bullying him.
I actually need some Q-tips.
Guys, go send him some money. Go send him some galaxies. Go send him.
I can't watch this. Guys, go send him some galaxy. Go send him some galaxies. Bye. I can't deal with this. I can't fucking hack it no more.
Guys, go send him some money. Go send him some galaxies. Go send him. X says, I'm gonna follow you back, baby.
I feel like crashing out.
Yeah, I am following you back, baby.
To everybody watching this video, go follow my Instagram, Dankyjabo. It's on screen right now. But just know, do it with the knowledge that I will not follow you back. No matter what, I am not gonna follow you back, baby.
Can you get the names recorded, please?
Yeah.
Stop. I got you. I told you that. I told you I got you. I got you. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Stop. I got you. Stop.
Remember earlier when I was talking about how I feel like I'm watching Mr. Rogers have a wank? Yeah, I'm getting that feeling again, but even stronger this time, because she's going to comfort him and hug him and be physically affectionate, and he is literally leaning away from her, doing everything in his power to get as far away as possible from Ashley Trevino. He wants fucking nothing to do with her, and she just is not getting that hint. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not the best at getting hints either, but usually when I don't get a hint, it's when someone likes me and I don't realize they like me. If someone doesn't like me, oh, I get those hints straight away.
Stop.
She really is acting way more motherly towards Santos than she ever has her own daughters. We've never seen her be even close to this affectionate with her daughters. And ideally, yes, that would be something for off camera. That would not be something that you show for the whole world to see. It should not be something you show for the whole world. But let's be honest here, there is no way she does this off camera to her daughters. Not a chance. If she was even a little bit good to her daughters, if she was a good mother in any way, shape or form, knowing her, she would live stream it for everyone to see because she would want everyone to know, hey guys, look at me. I'm a good mum. I'm not the prick that you guys think I am. Anyway, Santos left and Ash and Bree, I guess, are they're besties now. They were beefing earlier over Santos, but now that Santos is out of the equation, I guess they're besties.
I can't wait to see him this weekend.
She's gonna buy him a cute little outfit.
I'm gonna buy him everything.
You gotta drip him out though.
I am.
We'll get them matching outfits.
We are.
Since he's
Grandpa and Santos.
Oh my god.
And Winter
so
are gonna
funny.
be matching.
Okay, I would
They're
not.
probably gonna have Dior.
Bro, I would not trust him to do this, but if we left the kids with him for one day and he took care of them, oh my god, that would be so
Love it.
Who is that?
Babe, you're gonna match Winter.
Matching
We're gonna buy
outfits.
y'all matching outfits, babe.
I'm gonna mute myself, but
You know what? I think Brianna Olsen's baby can survive without Ashley Trevino buying them Dior. Maybe focus on buying your own children food. Just a thought. Also, something I've clocked is that Ashley Trevino does this thing, which I do a little bit as well, to be fair, where everyone who she's around, her accent mutates and it sort of becomes the accent of the people around her. So usually she'd pronounce Santos' name, you know, the Spanish way, Santos. But now that she's around Brianna Olsen, it's Santos.
So we're at Cheesecake Factory and I ordered a burger.
That's the whole TikTok. Why are people posting this is how famous Ashley is, that people think that TikToks like this are worthy of posting. Also, why is Brie laughing? I'm at the Cheesecake Factory and I ordered a burger. That is classic comedy. I love that shit. I went Cheesecake Factory earlier this year, and to be fair, the food is spectacular, but the main courses are fucking huge. Like, the burgers that you get there, the portion sizes are so big that you can't actually enjoy the cheesecake that you get afterwards. So usually, our tactic is just to skip the main courses, go straight for the cheesecake, make sure you get a good meal in before you get to the factory so that you can actually enjoy the cheesecake, because man, that cheesecake was incredible. And for those interested, my favorite cheesecake is just a plain old classic cheesecake. I don't like any of the additives. I think chocolate is excessive. I think all that shit is excessive. Just have the plain old classic cheesecake, maybe with a couple strawberries, a little bit of sauce on top, but nothing extra.
It's like, yeah, he's taking care of me. Bro, he put me in an Airbnb to make sure that I could see my son. Bro, who's gonna do that? Come on.
Like, he knows how to take care of the people in that, you know? And whenever we're together, we don't pay for nothing, really.
Yeah, like, he does take care of everything.
He takes care of a lot of stuff that we need.
Where's my shit?
If I was to ask him right now, hey, I need $30, guarantee you he would send 50.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, he's just that type of person.
People just get confused because they see shit online and they're like,
he's not a bad person at all.
Young and turnt, I'm telling you, they don't like that.
Two grown single mums arguing over a 19-year-old boy subtly to each other, passive-aggressively, like two high schoolers discussing their crush. It's fucking pathetic. Genuinely fucking pathetic!
I talked to Santos last night, and I talked to that Brie girl last night, too. We FaceTimed, and she was right next to him, but he called me, and he was like, I really care about you, like, don't do this, like, you know. He's like, I never judged you. He's like, quit judging me. He's like, I love you, Ash, like, as, you know. He's like, you do your thing, I do my thing, you know that. He goes, I'm gonna come see you tomorrow. So,
okay, can somebody please seriously tell me what Ashley is doing with the beans on the table? Is she counting the beans? Why are there beans on the fucking table? I'm just so confused at everything this woman does. Like, what she's saying here, yes, I get it, it's grim, it's weird, but we've covered that already. Let's cover the shit that no one's talking about. Why is she counting beans one by one on the... That's not jewelry. Those are beans. Those aren't like little nuggets of gold or whatever. There's beans on the table that she's fucking counting. If you're making a chili or something, you don't need to count each individual bean. That's like if I was making a fried rice and I counted every individual grain of fucking rice. Just put the beans in the chili. Okay, I need to calm down. There's a lot of Latino viewers who watch this channel. A lot of Spanish people, a lot of Mexican people, a lot of people who will have more knowledge on beans in your culture. So, I've just clocked that there's very possibly an easier explanation that does not warrant me getting so heated over these bastard beans. So, to all those people who are watching this video who know what she was actually doing with the beans, please, I'm begging of you, I would genuinely really appreciate a quick information in the comments. Tell me what she was doing with the beans. Tell me what you do. Are you making sure there's nothing dangerous in them? Is there some weird tactic that you do for homemade beans that is extra delicious or something? Maybe there is. And you know what? If there is, I apologize for getting so angry.
Special guest for tonight. Merry Christmas to everybody. It's Marilyn and Brie.
We're gonna do speed dating, so you first. Tell them your type. We need a man from Mexico.
I don't fuck how much.
Oh, now it's heading here. Yeah, it's like 10 minutes. Really 10 minutes.
Y al chile. Me vale verga.
Yapping. He's yapper.
Alright, we'll bring you here is 20 minutes.
Like, it's one of those sisters fucking TikTok.
I don't get in the back seat, please. Other way around, babe. I'm grown. Thank you. Santos?
I'm watching it right now.
We are mommies. Mommy vibes.
I did 4 toy drives.
Source, you know Spanish.
I did 4 toy drives this month.
The one Monday? He's not my boyfriend. He wishes.
I wish.
Right? Good.
This whole thing is so dumb. Like, one day, Bree and Ashley are besties. The next day, Ashley is jealous that Bree is with Santos and she isn't. And then one day, Santos is like, oh, I've lost everything. I need to do something different. Well, he didn't, to be fair, he didn't say that, but that is the logical revelation that you would come to after losing fucking everything. Like, oh shit, I fucked up, everything's gone. Clearly, something needs changing. Maybe I should just do exactly what I was doing before that led to everything being taken away from me. Are you insane? Santos is just on a month-long bender before the end of New Year's and we're all watching him do it. That's all this thing is. It's just him fucking around with an audience of millions. Anyway, now I think it's time we actually talk about Brianna Olsen, who she is. We won't go too in-depth because that could be a whole video, but TikToker Becca Day has succinctly put together a quick video describing everything wrong with Brianna Olsen, which we'll talk about right now before we move on to the new Ashley Trevino stuff, because yes, there's still more!
I'll keep this brief because I am literally supposed to be working on a deep dive right now, but there has been something that has been popping up on my For You page all day long, and I just have to say something about it, and it pertains to the two creators, the live streamers, 2K and Brie Olsen. I'm sure you guys have seen their live streams or seen clips from their live streams on here, but basically these two were in a relationship at one point, and they had a child together, and they have been in a custody dispute really since that child was born. I think their child's still under a year old, but as of yesterday, 2K, the father, was awarded primary physical custody of their child and is moving back to his home state of Texas with his child. Will ultimately have that child for 3 weeks out of the month, and then 1 week out of the month he has to go back to Los Angeles where Brie lives so that she can have her visitation.
Man, you know how difficult it is to win full custody over your child as a father? Like, usually judges will give either the mum full custody or at least joint custody if the father has the better end of things. If the father's lucky and they're, you know, a good father, they'll have joint custody. Yeah, she must be really, really fucking bad.
Said child. The reason this is so wild is because, like, especially the mother, Brie Olsen, has made this a spectacle online, and it's been very obvious where each parent's priorities are just by the way they carry themselves and the way they treat their child. But Brie has basically, since this child was born, been saying what a terrible person that her baby's father is, 2K, how he's not a good dad, he's a deadbeat dad, not present in his child's life, just going on, but like, we have all seen that he's been a very involved father in this child's life. While Brianna Olsen, instead of being a involved mother to her child, spends more times partying, traveling with her boyfriend, etc., and very obviously uses hard substances regularly. I don't know if people aren't able to understand that people can tell when you're under the influence of certain substances specifically. It's very obvious. Like, very clearly, this woman does not have the emotional maturity or the desire, it seems, to be an active and involved and 110% kind of mom to this child.
I can back that. When I was researching for this video, I didn't know Brianna Olsen had a kid, and when I found out, God, you can color me fucking shocked. I mean, that poor kid, genuinely. Imagine your mum acting like this, crashing out on TikTok Live daily for everybody to see. Thank fuck the father sounds normal and keeps this offline, because for Brianna Olsen to make this whole trial, to keep the kid a huge spectacle, man, it's just not appropriate, is it? Like, we should not know any of this. We really shouldn't. Maybe when Brianna says, oh, the kid's dad is never with my kid, maybe she means, oh, he's never with the kid on TikTok Live. He doesn't flaunt about how he's with the kid whenever he's with the kid, like Brianna probably did. Maybe he just privately spent time with the child like you're fucking supposed to as a dad, or a parent even.
Primary custody is most certainly the best thing that could have happened to that child, but as a mom myself, I'm sitting here thinking, there are 365 days a year, and if you get your child 7 days a month, that means you will see your child 84 days out of the year. And right after this was ruled upon, Brie Olsen is going live and sharing that she doesn't really care, it's not a big deal, she couldn't care less, like, just very nonchalant about something that should devastate any mother.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, I get on the internet, it is like a cool thing to not care. Yeah, I'm getting loads of hate comments. I don't give a fuck. People are trying to cancel me, but guess what? I don't give a fuck. I'm cool with all that. People are gonna watch that and be like, wow. They're so nonchalant and comfortable in their own skin that they will not let words get to them. But this is not one of those situations. When you lose custody of your child, not caring, being nonchalant is not a cool, good, admirable thing. You probably should fucking care that your child is no longer going to be in your life. And if you don't care, then yes, you are indeed a piece of shit. Bum parent.
Was in a live stream talking about how she's actively trying to get pregnant again.
Fuck me, is that why she's hanging around Santos so much? I certainly hope not. But anyway, yeah, that's a quick summary of Brianna Olsen as a person. She's not very fine and dandy now, is she? So if she comes up in this video again and tries to take any form of moral high ground or act like any type of good person, just have this in the back of your mind, will you? I kept it short, but this could be a whole fucking video, genuinely, so big up this TikToker for allowing us to summarize it so succinctly. Go show her some love, but let's carry on with the Santos storyline, baby.
Are you running away to I'm going to my mom's wedding, but it is gonna be pretty dangerous. My passport expired. I can't fly into Mexico, so I have to drive. The CARTEL stop a lot of people on the way where I'm going. But I'm in Laredo right now.
So that makes no sense. I know I have a silly British mind, so I don't know American culture as well as some of you Americans do, but I'm pretty sure, because he's saying there, ooh, my passport is expired so I can no longer fly to Mexico. I have to drive there to get to my mum's wedding. I'm pretty sure you still need a passport to drive to Mexico, because you're still crossing the border of America into a foreign country. You do still need a passport, from as far as I'm aware at least. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty fucking sure you still need a passport. So you're lying about something here, wee Santos. Far be it from me to accuse our trustworthy, incredible protagonist Santos of telling a lie or doing anything immoral, as a matter of fact, but I mean, call me brave, I'm doing it. I'm calling you out.
I've done 4 toy drives this month. What else can I do for y'all not to hate me? 4 toy drives. I'm really putting it out there for y'all. Everything I'll send, every gift I give back to y'all. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, are y'all mentally okay? Something must be wrong with y'all. And then more people calling, like imagine the fucking damage you fucking hate.
Yeah. Oh my god, there's a cowboy in the airport. Yeah, are you guys mentally okay? I'm fine. I'm completely stable. Nothing wrong with me. I'm just sat here crashing out in the airport because I drove somewhere 4 times this month. But you guys, are you mentally... It is a good question, to be fair. People watching Santos' live stream and donating to him, are you mentally okay? Because I'd be willing to bet... no. But he's crashing out crazy here. He sounds like a kid playing fucking Call of Duty at 2 a.m. He doesn't want his parents to hear him screaming, so he just sort of whisper screams like, oh my fucking god, why would you do that? You knob, I hate you so much. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I seen the Fifi, and you seen the Nunu.
What was that? Ashley Trevino has a song, a Nunu song. What? I didn't know about this. I've got to hear this.
You wanna know how it smells? Ask Santos. He know it smell well. I want Nunu. I got Nunu. I got Nunu.
I don't want to know how it smelled. You didn't need to tell me. I don't want to ask Santos either. It's not on the forefront of my mind. If I were to ask Santos a couple of questions, I would say, where do you think you're going in life, man? I would not ask him, ooh, look, keep this on the down low. I don't want people knowing that I'm curious about this, but how does Ashley Trevino's Nunu smell? I know it might be difficult to believe, but I genuinely am not very interested. I radically have no interest in Ashley Trevino's Nunu. I just don't. I don't want to know how it smells. I don't want to know how it smells. I don't know why you think I do. How can you not fucking how is she not embarrassed? How is she not mortified that this is going to be on the internet forever, man?
Know how it smell? Ask Santos. He know it smell well.
What the
You see the way she closed her eyes there as well, like she was fucking Beyonce.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna play this outside of jail for you.
And my daughter's over here texting me, Ma, I miss you. Can I please stay the night with you?
Yeah, tell her to come.
That's just sad. That's just sad. Like, you're not even pretending to be a good mum anymore. You're not even pretending to be like, oh, I miss my kids. I want my kids to have the best life possible. You're straight up laughing, giddily, like a fucking child at prom, that your child wants to spend time with you. Haha. You see this little wee degenerate? He wants to spend time with his mum. Hey guys, get this. My daughter wants to spend time with me. Get a load of that. What a prick. And guys, I know I don't like Santos. I know I've made that very clear, but I do kind of find it cute the way that he's like welcoming that daughter to come into the household.
Yeah, tell her to come.
It's almost as though there's a little bit of humanity in there, a little bit of like a semblance of a good person.
You need the checkup, not us.
Yeah, what are you on?
It's just so grim. Like, why do I know any of this? Why is this public information? Leave that talk for when the live stream's over. Like, if you're having that type of issue, it's okay. You don't need to say it on live stream for everyone to see. This can be said for fucking 90% of everything they say on the live stream, though. So, if they acted reasonable in the least, there would be nothing. Half the live stream would just be silence. It would just be them going, damn. This alcohol sure is good.
Who's shocked? Another train wreck of a day yesterday by Trevino. I will be giving you the recap so you don't have to go and find it out for yourself, because unfortunately I do. All right, so we start off the day. It's 10:21. She's on live with her daughters eating breakfast. Her daughters are eating freeze-dried Skittles, and one of them is eating mac and cheese with flaming hot Cheetos and bean dip, and then she's sitting there being like, I was gonna cook eggs and bacon, but the kids have already eaten. Yeah, nothing like cooking a nutritious meal for your children, all right? Then later on in the day, they're getting ready to go to the mall. One of the daughters starts throwing up. It's actually really sad. Ashley is in her doorway blaring Nunu, her song about her lady parts, and her daughter saying, Mom, I threw up. Like, Mom, seriously, I threw up. Why are you dancing? Why are you dancing? Because Ashley's like, I need my Nunu. I got Nunu. I got Nunu. While her daughter's literally in the hallway saying, Mom, I really don't feel good, like I threw up, why are you dancing, why are you dancing? And then the other daughter says, she's still dancing? And then she's like, yes. And then the other daughter said, Alexa, stop. And then turned off the song.
This is the most insane thing ever. Like, I can't believe that this is fucking real. This is like some sci-fi shit. I'd see this is like some Star Wars fucking Jabba the Hutt type shit. I'm sorry I couldn't find the video of this happening, but to be honest with you, do you really want to see a video of Ashley Trevino's daughter throwing up whilst Nunu plays in the background and Ashley doesn't give a fuck about any of it? In fact, the only time that Ashley cares about it is when her magnificent song is turned off. That's the only thing that diverted her attention away from the TikTok live stream to her daughter throwing up. Probably because she was having fucking Skittles for breakfast. Big up Brielle for that video, by the way. Show her some love. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I just couldn't find that video, but I needed to put this in the video because of just how insane it is. But yeah, this whole section is going to be focused on that wee trip that Ashley took with her daughters to an Airbnb, where, again, I can't find videos of the entire thing, but it has been alleged that during this trip, during this party that was live streamed, she would take frequent trips to the bathroom to do how do I say it with, like, to get around terms of service. I guess she was doing some of that, you know what I mean? I don't know about you guys, but I really miss my friend Charlie.
What?
Charlie is slang for
Oh, okay. We just randomly kind of set them into women.
her Airbnb. Her Airbnb address was also apparently leaked, so she had to get security over to, like, help her out. It was just a good old wholesome family trip to an Airbnb.
I need you to help me plan it. I wish I had a party planner. Because once she hits 550, I'm actually buying her a Louis. Her very first Louis.
You don't need a party planner. You need 5 tickets to Alcoholics Anonymous. You need to be sat down in a nice, controlled environment with a bunch of professional people whose sole job it is. They have been trained for decades to help people like you. That's what you need in life right now. You do not need a Louis bag for your daughters. Your daughters need a fucking mum. They need a mum that cooks them food that isn't Skittles and mac and cheese. Probably just microwavable mac and cheese. They need a mum who actually wants to cook for them and not the 19-year-old boys that she has over whenever she wants them.
I'll make her spank y'all ass.
There's one, there's two. The other one's not here, but he's usually with me during the day.
Keep playing, we gonna spank y'all little ass, man. I'm saying, man. How do you keep up with all these
Who the fuck fuck are these two characters? I've never seen these guys before. They're probably strangers. I don't know that for sure, but I'd be willing to bet that Ashley Trevino has just invited two complete fucking oddball adult strangers into the house to spank her whilst her children are still in the Airbnb with her. On live. For millions of people to see. I don't ever want to tune into an Ashley Trevino live stream and hear the words, I'm gonna spank your little ass. As a matter of fact, I would say like 99 out of 100 live streams, I do not want to hear those words uttered if I enter them. How does she think this is appropriate? Who the fuck are these people? Her children are in the fucking Airbnb with her.
Y'all need to find like what y'all fuck with and then just influence from there, you know? But y'all got it. Like, this girl right here has such a personality, and this girl and this girl right here has like a big like, bro.
Okay, so that girl there is Miss Gold, who is yet another character who has been introduced to the storyline of Ashley Trevino, I guess the ATCU. And she seems to be getting along with Ashley's kids better than Ashley herself. Maybe because she's actually a decent fucking human being who cares a little bit about the people around her. And for some reason, this seems to make Ashley very angry, very jealous, in fact. I mean, I don't know why, she doesn't seem to give a fuck about them 99% of the time. 100% of the time even. Let's not give her any benefit of a doubt here. She was literally dancing on live stream happily whilst her daughter was in the background vomiting the Skittles they had for breakfast with the background noise of her song about her pussy playing. And the worst thing is, that is like the most mild, unsurprising, least threatening thing that's happened in this video, which, by the way, I'm looking at the runtime on my camera, is shaping up to be insanely long. I was not expecting this. I wanted to go out today. I don't even know if that's going to be fucking possible anymore.
As soon as we got together, me and them clicked like this. Like, it felt like an actual sleepover. But it literally, like, last night, Goldie, she was, like, literally laying on me, you guys. Like, she was laying on me, you know? And it just felt like I had a sister, you know? I mean, I have a sister, but I'm not close to her. So it's like I had that sister right there next to me, you know? And it gets healing you in certain ways. It is, you know, like I said, I have a sister. Thank you for the galaxy. I have a sister, but I'm not close to her. So it's like...
Okay, first of all, big up your sister for not being close to you. She's probably a decent fucking human being, purely based on the fact that she wants nothing to do with you. I know that sounds harsh, but can you really disagree with me now? Secondly, why do you have this habit of meeting people and within 10 minutes going on live stream and raving on about how great they are? Oh my god, guys, I just met this new person. His name's Santos, and he's incredible. He's just the most awesome, godly guy I've ever met in my entire life. We've not even met each other yet. They've not even met each other yet at that point. And she was already raving on about how fucking great they are. Maybe it just goes to show how little affection she gets from the people around her. Because, I mean, she doesn't deserve any, but it just goes to show how little she gets. Because the second she gets even a little bit of affection or attention or, I guess, I don't know, friendliness, she eats it up like a hungry person. Yes, my improv still needs work. I'm working on it. I'm not scripting these videos because that would be insane. They're like 2 hours long.
We still, we were like this. We did not fight. We did not, we literally were, just laughing and talking the whole time, you know, and Santos was just there. But him, too. He's like a brother. And he's just, me and Goldie were saying, you know, we have to feel like we have to keep him on his feet, too, because, you know, this boy, he's just you let him do one thing and he's gonna take it.
Santos is like a brother. Do you usually shag your brothers? Do you usually write songs about your brother's penis? Do you usually dance to songs that you've written and produced and made about your brother seeing your pussy? Because from the outside looking in, it does not seem as though Santos is a brother to you. It seems as though it's a bit of unrequited love. It seems as though you have a fucking crush on him. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't have a crush on my brothers. I don't know what you get up to, Ashley, in your silly backwoods world, but that's what it sounds like to me, and that's really weird. It's really, really weird and incesty what you're talking about right now.
Yes, what are we gonna cook, babe?
I don't know. We're gonna have to decide on it.
I want to cook something Mexican.
Ooh, what's your rice? Hey,
hey, rice, baby. I love it when people cook for me and not their children. That is absolutely deserving of a way. I've just found the official Nunu song, by the way, guys. I know this is scattered, but don't worry. I won't break monotony too much because I will not be reacting to it. I'm sorry for all the people who really wanted to see my reaction to the Nunu song, but I'm gonna have to leave you disappointed. Subscribe anyway, though. I mean, surely you have to understand why I'm not watching it. I just genuinely, there's no excuse here. I just actually don't want to.
Oh, thank you, babe. Guys, look. She made me tacos. She don't like meat.
Why did she edge us there? Like she was about to eat it and then she just took it away right at the last second. Oh my god, guys, look at this incredible burrito I have in my hands. I can't wait to eat this. It looks scrumdiddlyumptious. Oh, you silly sausage, you. You really thought I was going to eat that bean burrito? You fucking idiot. I'm going to wait and save it till later, like a good normal Samaritan. Anyway, next in the storyline is Perez Hilton's interview with Ashley Trevino, because yes, this whole thing is so engaging that even Perez Hilton is engaged in this deeply immersive story.
I'm trying to get my own reality TV show.
Well, keep it up. I feel like you will.
I hope I can one day. I hope a producer's like, Ash, we need you. I'm like, yes, I'm right there.
You've not had anybody reach out to you yet?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I don't check my messages.
Oh, you have to get at least an email or something.
Yeah, I mean, I've had podcasts reach out to me, but that's
So you don't check your messages, but you know that podcasts have reached out to you. Do you have a fucking manager? No. I think this is another lie. Yet another lie. You are a liar. Everything you say is a lie. And whenever you do tell the truth, it is a truth that should not be told. Like, oh yeah, I just love Santos. He's so hot. He's also 19 years old. You are a horrible, horrible little woman. Genuinely, so horrible. You might not get a reality TV show done about you, but I do think you might get a true crime documentary done about you. You'll either be the perpetrator who crashed out at some point and just did an immense amount of crimes and killed a bunch of people, or you'll be the victim because one of the inmates that you've been dating got out of prison, found out everything that was going on, and was so fucking livid at you for being an annoying wee woman that they just straight up killed you. That might be a bit too far, but I would not be surprised if one of those inmates is back in blood. The thing is, right, when you date this many inmates and fuck around with this many inmates, it is genuinely quite dangerous.
I've always been with inmates since 2019.
Why? What would a psychologist say is the reasoning behind that?
To be honest, I mean, growing up, I was always visiting prisons because my dad's best friend was in prison. And that's the only type of area that I really knew. And then like dating people in prison was all I wanted.
That makes no sense. It makes no fucking... What is she even talking about? It was the only place I knew. Bullshit. Was a prison the only place you traveled to? It was the only place I knew. What about the fucking car journey to the prison? Surely you passed by places, yeah? Did you ever go to McDonald's? Could you not have found love in a fucking McDonald's? It doesn't need to be a prison.
God, you gotta find a way to get a connect. You know how you get your reality show? You need to maneuver into the Menendez brothers.
I want to. Can you give me the hookup with them?
I don't have, actually I do. I know they're a lawyer, but they're not gonna facilitate that, you know? You gotta just write them letters. Write them letters.
I'm gonna write them.
Look at how excited she gets at the prospect of hooking up with the fucking Menendez brothers. I'm not going to explain what they did in this video because it'll probably get demonetized, but if you're curious, look it up and you will realize how fucking disgusting what she is actually saying there is. Although, to be fair, a lot of the inmates that she has dated have been banged up for worse crimes than the Menendez brothers. So it's nothing new to her. I'm not even fucking joking. She's that grim.
So how old, your oldest is how old?
Almost 16.
So what does your 16-year-old think about this newfound internet celebrity?
She doesn't like it. She's so quiet. She's so shy. She doesn't like the spotlight because when we go to the mall, it's not normal no more. People are always like, can I take a picture? Can I take a picture? Or they're recording us and she doesn't like it.
Wait,
God, what an uptight wee bastard. Come on, wee girl. Learn to live with the fact that your mother is a famous, well-renowned, respected celebrity who you need to look up to. You want to be just like her when you're older. She's your goddamn hero, isn't she? Ashley, how can you say that with a straight face and not be horrifically embarrassed at the shithole of a mother that you actually are? Fuck me, I can't believe this shit. Sitting there talking about, oh, my daughter doesn't like that I talk about the genitalia of 19-year-old boys online and people know me for it in the mall. If going to the mall isn't normal anymore, that means she gets recognized a fuck ton. I've got no words. I'm actually speechless. I've been recording for like 2.5 hours and somehow it just keeps getting worse.
That like Bad Girls Club, like that's too like, I don't want to say it on here because they're gonna think I'm like saying something wrong.
So do you feel Do you feel pressure now that you've gotten all this attention to like keep bringing the drama, or you're just like, how are you
I just live
approaching things?
my life like day to day. I'm a normal person, but it's like I honestly don't like that we can't live a normal life anymore. Like anywhere I go, I have to have my security with us, and it's like I can't even go grocery shopping. Like I have to do it online. DoorDash.
Oh, you're such a victim. I feel so bad for you, Ashley Trevino. Also, you are anything but a normal person. Everything you say is silly. I've mentioned this in the last video. You're just a silly person. Everything you say is silly. That's why I genuinely believe that you're on purposefully being such a shitbag, an unlikable fucking arsehole who everyone hates. Because you know that's how you get the most views. I'm not surprised you have security everywhere you go, because people fucking hate you. And you date inmates for a living. A lot of them are very, very dangerous. I hope your security is good, genuinely, because you are in actual danger a lot of the time that you leave the house. And you're putting your daughters in that situation as well. You need to show some sort of sorrow, some fucking accountability, but there's none of it. And you live stream so often that even if there was some of it and you just didn't want to show it to everyone, it would show at some point. It would seep through your fucking pores if you were actually human about it. There's something wrong with you. You need to go to therapy. You need to leave TikTok alone. You need to try and actually live a normal life, because what you're doing now, as much as you say you live a normal life, I can't stress enough how abnormal you are.
And now my kids are homeschooled.
Really? Because they were like getting picked on in school?
They just don't like the public life of knowing like that their mom is on social media. But it's like, I didn't even mean to bring this on them. It just happened.
This is more than their mum just being on social media. I don't need to explain what it actually is, because I'm sure we can all agree that this is more than that. It's not that simple. And for you to kid yourself into thinking it is that simple and blame your daughters for not wanting something so simple, it's just a minor inconvenience, just goes to show how little of a shit you actually give about your daughters. I will say though, at least they're homeschooled, so they're not getting fucking bullied by everyone around them. I guess that is a good thing, maybe.
And how, what's like your biggest moneymaker? TikTok live, TikTok videos?
So right now it's between my videos and my subscriptions.
Oh, do you go live sometimes just for subscribers?
I go live all the time on subscriber only.
Oh, okay. I should do that more often myself.
You'll make a lot.
Do you have a spicy page? You know what I mean?
I do want to go get I do have an OF.
Wow, stay tuned for that one, folks. In the plot twist of the century, Ashley Trevino has an OnlyFans. I'm not being funny here, but that might be the least profitable business venture ever. No businessman will look at Ashley Trevino and go, you know what? You know what you could really use in life? An OnlyFans. That's what you need. That's what the people want. Anybody who actually does want that, by the way, you need to be checked out. You are a dodgy individual. I'm not joking. If you want that, leave the channel. Don't watch this video. I don't want you here. I'll say it again for the people in the back, and I'll say it again so that people really understand that I don't want you here. Not you, but him. The one that he's the one that wants the OnlyFans. I don't want him. You're good. But him, fuck off. Seriously.
Shawty Bae talk about me.
Oh, I know her. I mean, I don't know her, but I've seen her stuff.
But other than that, like, everybody else is irrelevant. They're small people. So, like, they're not in my class.
That's me. She's talking about me, guys. I'm not in Ashley Trevino's class. And you know what? If that is true, which I'm not even going to use it. If it is true, I'm not in Ashley Trevino's class. And I could not be fucking happier about it. Because if I was, if people classed me and Ashley Trevino in the same class, I think I'd kill myself. No sugarcoating, no word of a lie. If I was in the same class as Ashley Trevino, I would genuinely, at the very least, consider suicide. That might be a bit far. It's only far because I said it with no smile, so it really did sound serious. And hey man, who's to say it's not? Now, realistically, I wouldn't do that, but I would punish myself on a daily basis. Like, every day, I wake up, I brush my teeth, and then I get whoever's in my house to kick me in the balls as hard as possible. I'll get my roommate to do it or whatever, because that is what I would deserve if I was in the same class as Ashley. And I would do it with a smile on my face, because I know that justice is being served.
Can we share the live? My mods, share to the team, guys.
Oh my god, no!
Oh, bitch, don't cry, you're a bad bitch. No, don't cry, you're a bad bitch. Oh my god, I
obviously I'm not one, big shock, I know, but is this how girls comfort each other when one of them breaks out into tears? No, it's okay, you're a bad bitch, you're a bad bitch, you're a bad bitch, you're a bad bitch. Is that what happens? Is that what you guys do? Because if so, I kind of dig it. Like, if one of my guy friends told me that when I started crying, I think I honestly, I genuinely would immediately stop and I'd be like, you know what? I fucking am. Thank you for that one, mate. Now let's go do some manly shit, like drink a beer and have some golf, like the true bad bitch that I am. Anyway, you're probably wondering, why the fuck was Ashley crying that much? Because that was serious. That was not acting. And if it was, Ashley, you need to quit this TikTok shit and start a career in acting, because that was genuinely some Oscar-worthy, really impressive shit there. I'm gonna put that aside. I don't think she's that good of a performer. I do think it was real, genuine tears. It was serious. What the fuck happened? Miss Gold kind of explains what it was, so let's hear her out.
And she finally got a message from her mother-in-law, and so she's going through that right now. She's dealing with that. Whenever she comes back, I'll let her tell y'all what's going on. But right now, I was doing her makeup, and then she started crying and stuff. But for the right reasons. Like, that's a lot to handle, but I'll let her tell y'all.
Just a heads up or a reminder, in fact, that her mother-in-law is obviously the mother of the inmate that Ashley is still legally married to, and it was alleged that that inmate injured themselves or something. I think they're fine, I think they're alive, but they were injured, and Ashley started crying. So, honestly, you can make of that what you will, but we're gonna move on to this incredible video. Yes, guys, that does answer the burning question in all of our minds. Santos is indeed able to, I guess, get bitches, if we want to use his terminology. And by get bitches, I obviously mean sit down on a bench somewhere and record 2 girls on a TikTok, because I guess that means you got them, for lack of a better term. But anyway, now that that burning question has been answered, I think we're actually going to leave this video here. It's been a real roller coaster, it's been a very long one, and guess what? There's so much more on my notes that I still haven't covered yet, so if you guys want another video on Ashley Trevino, be sure to tell me in the comments. For now though, hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, be sure to subscribe. If you made it this far, you might as well fucking subscribe. If you made it this far and you're not subscribed, that's honestly a little bit creepy. Like, why are you watching so much of someone that you don't even like or enjoy? But nah, all jokes aside, genuinely hope you enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching, and I appreciate you all. So, yeah, I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll catch you all later in the next video, hopefully. Bye.